Okay, my brother ended the stream again instead of checking with me first. Trying to get him on to checking with me because one day that's gonna screw me over. Yeah, basically what I was saying was that one of these, or the far right is the professional Hank stuff, and the far left is like when you find him at his house by himself. And this looks just like a random officer. Not that I'm burdened. Let's go to the third. How many packs are there? Pack 12. Okay, I'll start from pack 3 now. 3. Ooh, this is the original design for the place with Connor's mindscape in his head with Amanda. I feel like they should have went with this, where it's like pathways and there's all water everywhere. That would have been great. Detroit Police, 30. Oh, accidentally got out of it. Oh, this is the police station. Not much change. That's the. Oh, that's like where the android was kept, but it seems to be like on display instead of in the back area. I'm glad they went within the back area. That'd be more realistic, and they changed the android's race. It's usually a black one. Let's see. It's just where they get all their snacks and stuff. I saw that area in the game. Fowler's office. I saw a cup that said cop. I thought it said something else. Oh, did we ever see this room? I don't think we did. Oh, that's interesting. That's just a redesigned version of our room. Okay, here's the interrogation room where we were with Connor and I don't know if you could go back here later. I need to look up some alternate pathways, but I'm pretty sure you might be able to go back to this room later in the game. And the police officer trying to interrogate the. Yeah, they really did change the race of him. He was black in the game, but he is white in the concept art. Who is this supposed to be? Is this? No, I almost said white-haired car, but they wouldn't make 4 models specifically for an android or like just white hair. Who is this? Oh, is this Amanda? Are these alternate Amanda designs? Because if so, then the one on the far left, I might have preferred that one over what we got. None of these. None of these. None of these. That's crazy. What? That's gotta be Amanda. Like, what? Who else would it be? That's interesting. Police officer. Who cares? Random android officer. There's. I think this might be an android officer, but they scrapped the idea because the whole plot point is that Connor is the only android officer. That's funny. I think this is Fowler yelling at Hank. I didn't get this on my playthrough, but it's pretty funny. Carr and Alice, more evidence that the white hair route is the correct route. Also, that fire should be attended to. It's just them walking around at night. Cars actually going by. I'm pretty sure they blocked the roads off in the games. They didn't have to have cars constantly going by. The abandoned house you can go to as Kara. The laundromat that I didn't go to in my playthrough. I didn't steal from that guy. Oh yeah, you can threaten him as Kara. You can threaten the shopkeeper and steal money, food, or whatever. I didn't do that, of course. Whoa. Is this an alternate version for the gas station or the 24/7 place? If so, this looks like something that would be in 2020, 2038 or whatever. The abandoned car you can find. The motel. Another one with Black Alice. And wow, I can't even. I feel like if they did go with the Black Alice, it would have even done more for the what I think is their intention of this game to go over African American history. But not so, they keep saying it's not, but they keep alluding to it. I don't know. The bathroom, back in pawn shop. Ooh, there might have been another area you could have gone to. Maybe breaking in because it seems to be closed off. Ooh, what is this? Oh, this is Ralph's place, probably. Is that Ralph? Were they gonna make Ralph be able to kill Kara? He seems to be walking up to them with not the best of intention. Is that Kara? Is that like Kara after she gets new clothes? Yeah, I think it might have been. Gosh, they really. I'm trying to like determine if I like this version for Alice better now. I don't know. This car, I was like the original car. Wow. Okay. Oh, the Ralph models. Gosh, the cape. What? The second one they should have went with if they didn't. I think they went with the third one, but the second one was great. What? Okay, that's it for that one. Back tour. I think that's Todd's house. Whoa. Never. That's gotta be Todd's house, I think. But then there's this picture, the android. What is that? To the left of the screen. What? Marcus is waking up in the android graveyard, and then there's just that. Is that was this gonna be like Jericho originally, and they'd be like their leader or something? That's interesting. What is that? Oh, that's creepy. Would look way more creepy. Drugstore. The first thing I thought of was The Walking Dead, Telltale's Walking Dead, but nope. And then never go to a drugstore. Uh, RA9 written all over the walls from Ralph. Um, I think this is also Ralph's house. More stuff from Ralph's house, but there's a giant hole in the wall in this version. Whoa, what is this? Is Kara like sneaking in? Is this? Oh, what could this be? She'd be sneaking in for something. I had no idea. Her changing her hair. This is the body back there that you can find. Yeah, that's some detail. Oh, Kara and Alice at the highway. Is there any other stuff for this? Okay, I'm leaving the fence. What? Oh, what? That's like if they die, I think. Wow. I'm trying to look at this. The cars. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I love that. Android models for them removing their skin. Marcus. Yeah, I'm glad that even though the shirtless one makes more sense for the plot, he's how did he get a shirt? I'm glad they went with him with a shirt, and I'm pretty sure they went with the third design. Marcus finding a replacement first, so he can hear again. I'm pretty sure at the scrapyard. All designs for the destroyed Marcus. Let's see. And what is that? Oh, it's his chest compartment thing. I forgot what it's called. His legs were gone. Oh my gosh. Just think about what Marcus went through. Oh, that's it. Back five. Okay, the chicken place that Connor goes to with Hank. Same thing, same thing. Was Hank eating the time though? Them going. That's already now on the why they don't want to do that though, because the whole thing is that Rupert is hiding. But yeah, they're going to investigate Rupert. And the crows that they had way more in the game. The game did those birds. I don't know what bird they were, crows or something. Oh, pigeons, pigeons. Yeah, the game did the pigeons more just more pigeons everywhere. Jericho written on the wall. Connor during the chase. Could you have been distracted by birds? Oh, that's probably why there are 37 in this pack, is all the chase stuff they could have. Gosh, this looks cool. Wait a second. Oh, I thought that looks like a drone thing. I noticed that before I was going by. The cornfield. What is this? I never questioned that. What is this like top area? They were like farming maybe? Android farmers up here? I never really goes into the lore of this place. Ooh, I think that's if you missed the quick. Oh wait, no. They're running toward the screen, so Connor jumped from the back building up to here. Okay. I see. Oh, busting through windows would have been included, but I did not get that, I guess. Unless it was just concept and wasn't in the actual game. Didn't make the final cut. Oh yeah, we go here, the greenhouse. Chasing him over the rooftops. I can see Rupert inside the building. And this is like you choosing to climb over, go through the safer path. Oh gosh. Really got the running fan art. I think this is Rupert. Basically stuck with the same design hat wise. Maybe alternative Rupert design. Oh wait, no, these are the gardener android design. The maybe aspects of the garden. More just models for the garden. Ooh, who is that? Ooh, could that have been like to show that more androids were hiding out? Like maybe as Marcus, you could meet other androids. I wonder who her character would have been, and who she could have originally been in the story. Okay, this seems to be Marcus. Yeah, it's Marcus walking through the subway. This is Marcus looking for Jericho. They're just designing the street. Marcus doing his whole parkour thing to get to Jericho. Just a Detroit street. The little building for the pathway to Jericho. The boat, which is great. I will always compliment Jericho. It looks amazing. Hate that it was destroyed. Marcus falling into it. Investigating the boat. Oh, are they gonna have something for the jump scare? Wait. Well, okay, this screen. This screen, that's all I gotta say. But no. Okay, him being confronted by the androids, they would have made that even creepier. Good to know, good to know. Jeez. Okay, there's Lucy. Is she smoking? Oh, nope, I can't tell. But yeah, no, I think this is Marcus going to Lucy to get replacement parts. Lucy designs. Oh god, the left one I'm glad they did not go with. And the one on the right is the one they did go with. Jeez, that looks just like something out of a horror movie. What? No, really? I'm just looking at the extra stuff. I have no idea who this could have been. That was probably when they were designing the back of Lucy's head. And what could have been the android's brains, which they probably didn't want to get into, because that'd be a whole nother lore bit.
Right.
Yes, it's Fortnite. It's totally Fortnite. And just a oh wait, that was the original North design. So does that mean that the original woman I saw, yeah, the woman I saw was the original North design? That's probably the original Simon design, and Josh pretty much stayed the same. And that's it for this fact. Act 6. Todd's house. Todd's house for sure. The interior. Is that a real bit? No. Is the because I know in the game he has a bear locked up. Your home. That's not good. Anyways. Is that's either Zlatko, not Todd's house. Did I say Todd? No, Zlatko's house. That's either Zlatko or Luther. Presumably Luther, because I see Kara running away. The upstairs stayed the same. The room. Your dog's room. What is this? I cannot tell what's happening with whoever's standing there. Oh wait, that's like one of the broken up androids, like coming out of one of the other ones, like ripping this endoskeleton out. I see room, basically. I mean, it's the bottom room where he was wiping Kara's memory. And this is the memory wiper thing. Oh, wow, this scene was going to get... You might have not been able to show this scene, Dominic. They changed it. Yeah, this is the cellar. Oh, there were cameras set up. Oh, wait. Zlatko probably would have had some different motives than just, oh, I take androids apart and use them for da-da-da. I think he might have had some different motives originally. Yeah, those types of motives. Oh, that's interesting. The dead android in the bathtub that I shut off in my playthrough. Yep, definitely would have had different motives. This entirely shows. And Zlatko is very bald and has a mustache. He looks like one of those creepy scientists that would have those motives. Android bear, which makes me question where did he get it? Bob's, yes, Bob's. No, where did he get this bear? The only thing I'm wondering is if this is one of the android bears from the android zoos they were talking about, or if this is just a polar bear he's like adding android parts to. I'm kind of curious about that. Luther design. Zlatko designs, obviously. The bald one is the one I saw in the concept art earlier. Wait, what? This is Todd's house. Why'd they go back to Todd's house? Anyways. No, this isn't Todd's, it's Hank's house. Hank's house. Okay. This is Hank's house. Okay. Oh, you'd originally be able to go through the side door instead of busting in through the window. That makes more sense than what he does in the actual game. This Hank passed out and Sumo actually freaking out. In the game, Sumo was just chill about it. But Sumo's actually freaking out because, like, my owner just passed out. What do I do? Hank's house stayed pretty much... Oh, yeah, pretty much the same. The door is on the other side, though. Picking out an outfit for Hank. Yeah, nothing really changed. Hank. Hank looks so old. He looks so much older. And not as drunk. All the Hank designs. I'm glad they did not make his hair look like that. That is what he looks like. He's in his midlife crisis. And they had to make so many models of this because of all the different outfits you could give him. And that's all for Pack 6. Pack 7. Eating Club. Oh, that's great! This is going to be interesting, right? Hey, Dominic, how much you want to bet this is not going to get age restricted, but yours is? Yes. Like, not yours, one of your next The Quarry videos is. Okay, the Eating Club. They were going to have more clothes. But they scrapped that. They said, nah, we are not doing that.
They did BTW.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, they were gonna have more clothes here, and there was gonna be one guiding you around, I guess. Never mind. Some of them would have more clothes. The ones that are inside would have more clothes. The one outside would not.
Bobs.
No. So far, I have seen only one picture, and that was not even in the eating club section, surprisingly. Not as many dudes as in the actual game, just girls. And the same girl, too. Would would
Books.
Brian Deckert's wife have played every single one? Okay, the dead one, the crime scene. The only thing that changed is the blonde Tracy and not a blue-haired Tracy. The bottom downstairs room. Oh my gosh! Hey, Dominic. Hey, they're making them down here. But
Who?
yeah, no, they're all the same. Really, but yeah. Oh my gosh, there's a blue-haired one and a
Bobs.
pink-haired one. That's different. But it makes more sense in the actual game where it's just brown-haired. Instead, there are purple-haired ones, pink-haired ones. But in the game, it's just brown, orange,
They
black, and
have
then there's just
pronouns
one blue.
now.
They have pronouns now. Okay, this is the Tracy fight scene. Oh my gosh, that orange-haired Tracy is just beating the crap out of Connor, and the blue-haired one is just leaving. Oh, there are those models. They were gonna have less clothes, and they went with more clothes. I don't need to stare at this one for too long, but Dominic's probably gonna say something about it. The crazy scene where you're breaking into the Android warehouse is Marcus.
Go back.
No, I'm not going back. More of the breaking in is Marcus. More of the. Oh wait, no, is this? What is this? Is
Place.
this probably no? Probably an alternate route where they get caught.
Experimental purposes.
No, experimenting needs to be done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure originally you could have been caught by like literal vehicles chasing you. The Android trucks, I'm glad they did not make them look like that. Maybe I would have. Actually, you know what? I prefer that design as to the box looking ones we got in the actual game, just a little bit taller. The guns.
Educational
Imagine you got the bigger
purposes.
gun.
Daddy pencil.
No, definitely not now. Okay, that would have been a better design than the trucks they went with in the game. They went with similar ones in the game, but I feel like this would have been the best one they could have went with. More of the bigger Android models like Luther, the construction ones.
I could shout that where the
Okay,
sun don't
more
shine.
North. They really did not know what they wanted North to look like. It was on the same North design, or Simon design, and then Josh, who still looks the same, and Marcus, who still looks the same. Wait, why did they have two? Yeah, I'm not. The guys that worked at that place that you could
Simon looks like
ruse.
a nerd in the finished
Oh
game.
my gosh, another android that they changed the race of. That android in the actual game is black, and the one in the middle, but no, they made him white in the concept art.
Fat black.
The androids would have been in those cases instead of the standing up ones from the actual game. Blue blood packets. Could you crush an android with one of these, maybe? But no, I don't think that's that type of concept art. It's just showing the models. And that's all for pack 7. Did I skip
Thank you.
one? No, I didn't. Shut up. Oh, that looks great. That's Pirates Cove from. Wait, would it have been like an island, kind of? It looks like it's
Ooh,
not like a
my
literal
home.
island, but shut up. Not like a literal island, but there's like water and like a bridge. So. Okay, this should have been in the game. Why was this not the entrance? The game creators, you should have made this the entrance.
My home. Take Emihuam, County Ruick.
This is the entrance. I'm pretty sure they went with in the actual game. Not as cool as the one they could have went. The Jerrys, they're not as freaky as they seem. Fun Fair, which is where Cara, Alice, and Luther stayed that night. Yeah, this the
Take
interior.
Country Road.
Oh god, the Jerrys. Definitely less icy than the final cut. Oh yeah, do you notice something about Alice toxicity? Yeah, she was gonna be black. Every single picture of concept art for Alice, I have not seen one white Alice at all.
To the place where is snowed, my cocaine.
Okay, and this giant Rubik's Cube. No, I have no idea where this is. Android Mall? Or Stratford Tower. Oh, I see. This is what the interior of the first floor, or the entrance of Stratford Tower would have looked like.
Cara, black.
No, not Kara. Alice. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to pinpoint. Okay, so we're gonna have the characters jump off here. This route where only 3 of them jump. The route where only all 4 of them jump. What are we doing? Oh wait, no, then we're gonna have a scene where they chase after you. The SWAT teams climb down. Oh, I see what that is.
Superside.
Okay, the interior design they went with for the most part for the bottom of Stratford Tower. The upper floors of Stratford Tower, the interrogation room where Connor sees those three androids and has to find out which one's the deviant. Mark, why is North a dude? This is Marcus and North climbing up the tower. Why is North a guy?
If
They
he
did
took
not
out
know what
the
they wanted to do with
android's
it.
balls, he would have gotten more
Unless this was one
pussy.
of the paths where you could choose to be with Simon instead for the concept art. But could you fall originally? Or it
You.
was just like a different path where you had to like jump to it instead of just going through the glass. More action for Marcus' part. They could have used that. Climbing up the tower. I'm surprised I don't have concept art of the like around view of Marcus climbing the tower with North. The upstairs room. Those two officers. It's got Josh, because if so, then if it's not Josh, then it's just a black Simon. Perkins. Looks way more
North,
professional than he
you
does in the
surf
actual game.
troll.
Sure, buddy. The characters jumping. Could Marcus jump off by himself? Oh no, I see the others. Okay. And there's a dead Simon I see, so this is like the path where they killed Simon. Marcus, Amanda, and
The one
Connor.
with the sex
Oh
bots in
yeah, by the way, earlier I found a bunch of
2036.
white Amanda art, a bunch of art of Amanda, just as an entirely different race. Connor, Amanda, I like this art actually. One of the random officers at Stratford Tower that were
You.
just there.
You.
A bunch of just androids from Stratford Tower, a bunch of possibilities for designs. They really okay. So look, it's the squad. The middle right there. There's
Yes.
Marcus. There's Marcus. There's Josh to the left of him. There's what's his name? Simon on the far right. And then there's North. See North? Look at North. Wow, so cool, right? It's North.
North looks like Violet on drugs.
She does. North. Okay, they really okay. This is the final Marcus. This is the final Josh. That is the outfit that they went with for Simon, but that is not Simon. And then there's just North, who they did not know what they wanted to do with still. But I like the teal.
Indecisive people.
hmm They're like, these are the possible romance options. We got to be indecisive. But then when they realized they didn't want Simon as a love option, they just stuck with this concept art and kept changing North up. Also, I love the one on the left.
The
But no,
first
basically
one
just the
scares me.
yeah. This is just the different decisions for when they were gonna make the androids take off their skin. Um,
It's black.
hey, does this look familiar? Does this look familiar, Toxicity? Yeah, Hank shooting Connor. Imagine that happening to me. That'd be crazy. Anyway.
Hot.
No, not hot. Oh, I don't have this one yet. Interesting. I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna just buy them all. Boop. No, 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 no. No spoilers. I'm gonna just buy the concept pack.
I like a Mr. Krabs with an
Boop.
attitude.
Okay, bought all the rest of it. Now let's do it. Pack 9. Oh, the Rose's house. Her shed in the back. Oh, that'd make you feel bad because later she's like, "Oh, we grow vegetables. We do well for ourselves. We grow vegetables to sell at the market." It seems like your shed is falling
You.
apart. Probably lost half your vegetables, and we would have
Low
seen. Is that
ratio.
Rose? Is that? I'm not gonna comment on it. I'm not gonna comment on.
Photo.
I'm not gonna comment on that. Um, their garden looks pretty good for half of it being gone, but I'm not gonna comment on that being Rose. Her interior of the house looks a little not that different actually. Maybe the
Rose attracted
torso
him.
was. I was like, what? When did that happen? But no, her house changed a lot.
Something wrong.
Nope, nothing's wrong at all. The laundry room looks way better for its intended purpose in the game to hide androids. Upstairs pretty much looks the same. Oh my gosh, they were
Hot.
were they gonna be like Hispanic or something? That's her son, and that's supposed to be Rose. They basically stuck with the same design for her son, but different race. Same design for Rose, but different race. All the car designs you can
Rose
show up with, and
Latina.
then there's just blue. Okay,
Smash.
more Black Alice stuff. Car with white hair. Gosh, it's really short in this concept art. Jeez, if I knew it was gonna be this short. Uh, what is this? The next one. What? Wait, what is this
Lesbian
art?
vibes.
Shut up. What is this? I have no idea what this scene is. I don't know even. It looks like an alleyway. Someone's being chased out of an alleyway into the. Would this have been like? Oh, I see. This is like the members of Jericho about to break into that one store and free the androids. But instead of just you and North, it would have been like a bunch of your group. I see what would have been North, probably Josh or Simon, and then Marcus. Yeah, the Cyber Life
A
Tower,
tickling
or not
bunny
tower,
chasing them.
store. Oh my gosh, they really would have like. Remember when you saw that North model in the building? And it was like she was fully clothed. She looked just like the other androids. You had to read the thing to know she was one of the
Yes.
Eden Club androids. You would have, in this concept
Wake
design,
up
you would
planet.
have instantly known what android she was, what her android purpose was. Look at how they designed her android model in this concept art. It would have been obvious. They're like, we need to make them do some more research. We can't just paint the picture
Which?
for them. I'll, you can't tell which one was the North model. Okay, look at the five ones that are on the stands. Guess which one out of the five ones on the
The
stand.
screen is small.
Oh, it is for you? Well, it's like the second bottom of the screen, second Android on the pedestals. Anyways, go back if you want to see it. What is the? Oh, there would have been
With
upper floors.
transparency.
There would have been a lot of androids to free. So you break in with the truck, free the androids on the bottom floor, and then at the top floor there are a bunch of new ones. Probably have to figure out a way across after you bust it in. Statue, the different designs for we can do the violent route, like saying we're not your slaves anymore or something. And then the peace route,
Who wants
which I don't
transparent
remember what it
clothes?
is. Anyways,
What's the point?
back then, the art of Connor, or not Connor, Marcus and North, Marcus on the ledge, and North there, looking over his city, and North still with an undecided character design. Marcus
Don't
still
smooch.
looking over the city. They don't have a smooching one, haha. Uh, Bank. This is the area where they go to start their little march.
Sykes.
Saw it's going down. Oh, they were. Oh, the war. If you choose to fight back. Oh, they just had weapons on hand. Oh, I love how that bike looks. Way futuristic. Way more futuristic than some of the other stuff in this game. Just this city.
Goose goose
Oh, I
goose
love that
goose game
overpass.
guy kitchen knife pouting
Ooh,
cat
Kamsky's house.
pouting
Where
cat
is his
party
house
party
located? I
party
wonder if
musical
that's like
musical
Detroit in the
notes
background. It's like a
musical
few hour
numbers.
drive. But this is Kamsky's place. His statue in the center. What is Connor doing? Connor, what are you doing? Coming, Lieutenant. The Chloe's.
Smirking face service dog smirking face service dog smirking
Okay.
face service dog
And
Google
you choosing
hatching
to
shift
shoot one of
on
the Chloe's
blind
or not?
face.
Hmm. That one does not appear to have much clothing on, does it? More concept art though. And it's of Connor
Dotted
shooting the
line
Tracy.
face dotted line face dotted line face.
Dotted line face, dotted line. No. Here are just the base Chloe designs, which they really. I like how with North they did not know at all what they wanted to do, but with Chloe they went with the exact same design. But then there's this one time where they wanted to change it, and then they're like, nah, nah. Kamsky wearing clothes? Huh? He does that? Anyways. Oh, that was slowly getting into the actual Kamsky, the robes. Okay, and here Amanda and Connor walking in the mindscape again. Oh crap, go back. Because they would have put way more detail into it. I can't get over it after that first picture. Ooh, wait, what?
Choosing face weary face tired face face
Is this
vomiting money
Connor
man
looking
face
at
Jack
Amanda like as he's
lantern
leaving?
smiling cat with hard eyes heart decoration microbe pinching hand selfie man vampire
Bro,
man
stop
zombie
spamming the
man elf
emojis.
man fairy man
Um,
technologist kiss
the
woman
Detroit police
woman
station
kiss
basically thing.
woman kiss woman
13 only. Oh, this is Carl. Ooh, you would have actually visited him at a hospital. But I guess they realized that it wouldn't make much sense because Marcus is an outlaw or outlawed right now,
kiss
so they had to have it at the
woman
house.
kiss woman kiss woman.
Ooh, Marcus's speech could have been way more grand if he were up there. Jericho's base design before it got blown up. Um, the androids, I'm assuming in Jericho, maybe more Jericho stuff. we would have actually seen them arrive. Is that Marcus maybe facing off with them as they arrive? Them showing up. We got this picture in the game. Where they were. I think this is where the androids were
Can we
dropping off
play Iron
supplies.
Bread?
If that's is that an actual game? Androids getting killed in Jericho. Androids trying to escape.
Yes.
That looks like Simon. Okay, well possibly then. um, I have no idea what this could be.
You
Maybe
didn't know.
maybe Connor confronting North, because I know you can't do that if your Marcus died. No, I didn't know that. This Luther, Alice, and Kara probably. I don't know. And the plane design, which we wish we got a close up of. They worked this hard on it. Gosh, it looked good. And the final one. The way to the bus to Canada. Yeah, the bus to Canada. The oh my gosh, what's it called? The Cyberlife Tower. Yeah, the Cyberlife Tower, which is greatly designed. You did not get to see it all. Okay, they're just rubbing it in now. That's a great design. It's like a separate little area. It's great. Okay, they're still rubbing it in.
Curling stone flag.
The upward view.
Canada
That's
maple leaf curling
stop
stone
spamming
flag.
emojis
Canada
in the
maple
chat.
leaf
It's making the
curling
audio
stone
good too.
flag.
Messed
Canada
up.
maple leaf curling stone flag.
Okay,
Canada maple leaf.
entrance to Cyberlife Tower. The interior, which basically didn't change. This tower, which they went with, they knew it looked good and they said we're sticking with it. The elevator, Connor killing the androids. There would have been way more. Okay, huh? There would have been a little bit more androids. One of the android camps. The interior of one of the camps you can see is Kara, depending on your choices. If you fumble the bag in a few moments, androids getting killed if you choose the violent route.
Can we see the Eden Club again?
No.
Friend.
No. The boats, if you choose the boat route with Kara. I'm assuming one of the models for the camps. Another camp model of all the dead androids. You can get Kara and Alice killed, and Luther killed there. Where they kill Kara, Alice, and Luther, depending on your decisions. Marcus leading the violent revolution, I'm pretty sure. Normal Marcus design. Violent Marcus design, I think. Some of the soldiers. More soldiers. Stratford Tower in the daytime. They really love this design. They really wanted to show it off. They only used it one time. And there it is. And that's all for the artworks. Videos. No, we're going to. Let me make sure I have all the videos before I go to... Oh, knock on the door. Give me a sec.
He's getting swata.
Short movie, Car 2013. Hey, Toxicity. If you can, look up when this game came out, because there's a 2013 short movies for Kara, and there's a 2015 trailer. The following footage is a prototype real-time PlayStation 3. It is a concept, only not taking blah 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 blah. It says it's short for Kara. Quantic Dream. If this gets age restricted, I won't care as much. I don't know what this shows, but if it gets age restricted, I wouldn't really care as much. Kara short. Oh, that's nice. It's Kara's head.
Can you hear me?
Huh.
Yes.
ID.
KPC 897504C.
Can you move your head?
Detroit was founded on July 24, 1701.
July 21st. What? That makes no sense. Okay. Anyways, not Detroit. Detroit becomes human. But no, I guess this is just Kara being put together. They were testing out the animation.
Now give
Okay, they were definitely testing out the animation. That heart animation looks funky.
I'm a third generation AX400 android.
And that is Kara's voice actress. So they definitely already have the voice actress in
I
mind.
organize your appointments. I speak 300 languages, and I am entirely at your disposal as a sexual partner.
This
No
is
need to feed
crazy.
me or recharge me. I'm equipped with a quantic battery that makes me autonomous for 173 years.
Don't even question if this is inappropriate. They show this in one of the routes. If you get Kara, Alice, and Luther caught, they have to take their skin off at one of the camps, and then you have to escape, which is really hard. She can be. That was the point.
Now, can you move your arms?
I mean, this is like 2013, way before the game came out.
What
So
the fuck?
this is way before the game came out. So they didn't have androids designed for specific things. They were just testing everything
Upper
out.
limb connection checked. Now say something in German.
Ich bin ein AX400 Android dritter Generation.
Oh my gosh, Marshall would love that.
Erschaffen als ihr persönlicher
Android puss is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Say it in French.
Je suis un androïde de troisième génération AX400.
She said it
conçu
in
pour être
French.
votre assistante personnelle et votre partenaire intime.
Okay.
Whoa.
Now sing something in Japanese.
She's singing in Japanese now. Dominic, do you think they should have included this in the game? Dominic, do you think-
At that point,
Dominic, do you think that this was a necessary scene to like be like the introduction for the game? Do you think the game should have began like this?
Bobs.
Multilingual verbal expression checked. Go ahead, take a few steps.
Uno. Dos. Tres. Cuatro.
Can the androids finish before you?
Oh my gosh, they're gonna show Android Bobs. They're actually having recovered up. They realize that's crazy. They're like for the lore we have to have it, but we have to have recovering it up for the kids that we want playing the game.
Of course you're merchandise, baby. I mean, you're a computer with arms and legs.
Are you hearing this
Doing
guy?
all sorts of things.
He said, "Of
And
course
you're
you're
worth a
merchandise,
fortune.
baby."
Oh, I see it. I thought.
You thought.
Babe,
The guy that's talking, he said, "Of course you're merchandise, baby."
I thought. I was alive.
Shit, what is this crap? That's not part of the protocol.
What is this crap? She's not supposed to have
that
feeling.
is an insult.
Disassemble and check the required
Disassemble is crazy.
Disassembling me, but why?
You're not supposed to think that sort of stuff. You're not supposed to think at all, period. You must have a defective piece or a software problem
No,
somewhere.
no, I feel perfect.
This could be made into some sort of
Everything
meme.
was all right.
I know it.
I answered all the tests correctly, didn't I?
Yeah, but your behavior is non-standard.
Please, I'm begging you. Please
Immediately went to
disassemble.
strip her.
Defective
This could be made into some sort of meme. I know it.
I'm gonna have
Well, it's like, you're not supposed to have feelings. You're not supposed to think that at all. Instantly starts ripping her apart.
I won't think anymore. But I've only just been born. You can't kill me yet. Stop, will you please stop? I'm scared.
People getting the bad ending for Kara be like,
I want to live.
"Oh my gosh."
Begging you.
Bro's like typing it in. And, she wants to live. This would make the third time in this video that they had to go through the cycle of the guy putting her clothes on and taking them off over and over again. I feel like they weren't doing it for the plot at that point.
My footbot shouldn't be alive. I like MH Road.
No, like for real, he instantly started ripping her apart. Instantly. Like, the moment she said that.
Go and join the others.
The others? I'm sorry, I thought this was like a first Android thing. He's like, instead of killing her, I'll just try again. Do you see the camera? Do you see the camera just watching her? Just watching her as she leaves.
Stay in line, okay?
First bang bot.
I don't want any trouble.
The first Bangbot was a Kara model. I don't know if I'd necessarily thank him after that. AX
I
board.
wonder what Alice's
Steve.
dad did to her.
Shut up. This is a plot twist. This is how Todd broke Alice when at the beginning of the game. Or not Alice, Kara, when Kara was like, "I need to be repaired," and he had her repaired. This is what happened. Kara Valerie Curry. How do you think the actress who played Kara feel when they're like, "Hey, you're the first actress we found for the game, so we're gonna have a unique trailer only including your character," and then this is what they showed. How do you think she felt having this be what the show? Created by great job, Quantic Dream. That was a great short. Let's see how long this stream. That put me 40 minutes in. Great job, Quantic Dream. Real proud of you. Running in real time on a PlayStation 3. Did not seem to release at that time.
Be a sex bot. Her reaction, Hugh.
Her reaction. Aw. The game's her reaction, Hugh. No. Okay. Did the debut teaser, the actual teaser for the game. Valerie Curry, like, you better not show me half naked this time.
Detroit. This is where it all began.
Everyone must have thought that she was the main character.
The place where
Valerie got used to it.
and it will all end. One error, and I came to life. I stepped
Yeah, everyone probably thought she was the main character.
First, there was the fear, the light, the noise, the cold, and the fear.
Valerie was the bot.
Was that like gonna actually be Kara's lore?
In my chest.
It looks like it was gonna be Kara's lore.
Running into my veins.
And bro's like, I guess she was used to
I
it.
wanted to live. I fought for that.
You fought for that by saying like 5 words for the guy.
I had to find out what was outside.
Those toes are Luon.
I had to see daylight. Feel sunshine.
Ugh, this person chose the blonde Kara hair.
Wind on my face. To see the world. The colors. The smell.
HG.
Girls moving in slow motion. Oh my gosh, this theme was used in the actual game, but no Kara. Kara was gonna be relevant. Like more relevant than she actually is.
Girls be like, I have feeling, you know.
When your sibling touches the remote. Stop it. Your sibling takes your controllers. Stop it. Don't do that.
Just an obedient machine.
Boys be like, I gotta make a move to a town that's right for me.
Different. A gentle and warm whisper.
He's gonna look over, right? Like he did in the actual game. Yeah, these are scenes from the actual game. But just instead of the actual trailer stuff, it's just with Kara.
Escape to love, to hope, to live, to figure out what that force inside me was. Maybe I will change the world. Maybe I will choose a different path.
Kara, I'm not gonna lie.
It's up to me.
For you to say, maybe I'll change the world, you're like one of the least relevant androids in the game.
I am one of them.
Out of the 3 main ones, you're the least relevant.
It's our story.
And then she walks away because she's so cool. Exclusively on the PlayStation 4. Haha. Haha, Xbox players.
Shut up, Wilma.
Discovering Detroit. Okay, sure. I think this is a behind the scenes thing.
When David and Guillaume got back in touch about making Detroit, I wasn't terribly surprised they decided to make it because the fan response was so intense. So
The fan response was definitely intense after seeing that video.
After the enthusiasm, it was a challenge and it was just an interesting thing to get
It's
my
Kara.
head around. How to approach this character now as a
King shaming if okay if you're a fucking weird and deserve it.
Wait, what are you?
Very happy to say that
Okay, there,
Detroit
buddy.
had the opportunity to see Kara grow so much more than I ever expected.
You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals.
He definitely grew.
God damn.
Out of the plot they were originally probably going to have her with.
Alice! Alice!
I mean, she starts out essentially.
Gosh,
she does in Kara,
the pain of being a mocap actor.
very not robotic, but android other way, and getting to take this journey where she becomes more and more human.
So,
as she goes on.
the Alice actress was always
wonderful
white.
exploration in every way, whether it's
But in the
how she
game, they
shapes
were
her
like,
posture,
should we make
how
her white or
voice
not?
changes, how emotions change, and how much emotion is based on things like empathy and social experience. And so having,
I
as
think
much
that was
material
amazing.
as I got with David to have this huge, nuanced arc was
Gun.
really incredible.
Progressive worker looking off.
She looks so bored giving this speech. Like she looked very into it when it first started.
Has been quite
oh my gosh,
different
it's
than the
Jesse.
experiences I've had shooting film or TV or doing theater work. I have 83 dots on my face and really flattering black wetsuit.
Oh yeah, really
thing.
flattering.
And you're jumping around.
It's the
with
squad.
props, and it's kind of like being a 10-year-old.
It's North. That's just
imaginative
North's
kid,
face.
which is fun. There's 80 cameras around us. It's already lit. So we just shoot.
Does Marcus ever really smile in the game? Probably one time.
There's no wardrobe.
Oh my gosh, it's North.
Imagine getting a boner in that.
And we'll go through about
must
35
suck.
pages in a day. Working in TV or film, we'll probably do 6 pages a day.
Imagine getting
It's
pushed away
kind
when
of
trying to kiss North.
Acting boot camp.
It's like working out constantly. I mean,
Brian
doing this
Deckard,
thing,
yeah.
and then do something that's completely other back to back.
If they don't have Amelia in
That
this,
kind
then
of process of working is very challenging.
even though she
but
plays
it's also
only a side
easy.
character, it's his wife.
Keep coming up with new ideas, and your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
You shot that girl, for fuck's sake.
It was a machine that looked like a girl. Yeah, I know what I should have done. I just told you I couldn't. All right, I'm sorry.
The fact that David Cage, he's telling like many stories interwoven
Alright, me.
is super complicated and super impressive, and I have no idea how he keeps it all in his head.
He's not just
That is
the
true.
writer
For
or
directors that
the
direct these type of
producer.
games, how do they... Okay, wait, we gotta record the response, but she doesn't say that one line in the middle because of what happened earlier.
But like these characters and these stories and cares about doing something meaningful would invest that much in it, and it's always inspiring to work with somebody who cares that much.
My experience with
Carl!
is this one. And I found it
These games are totally a pain.
Oh yeah, to create, yeah, for sure. Knowing that some of your work isn't even going to be seen by certain
As
people.
we got into it, I realized
must
all
suck.
the elements of it were still artistic. I just dipped into a really brilliant setup here. I've never seen anything like it. And this won't turn me into a product because
Plot twist, they have the mocap dots on the wheelchair. They're like, bro, it's a wheelchair, we can animate that.
Only for half your body to not be part of it.
Oh, that was...
Revolutionary industrial rebirth. And there's no reason why that can't happen in Detroit, because they have such tremendous infrastructure for millions and millions of people who can very easily support, you know, a new industry.
The city is really strong.
Oh my gosh, it's...
But the city has also
It's Carlos Ortiz as Android.
you see the damage.
Okay, if they have Carlos Ortiz as Android, where's Connor's wife? Brian Deckard's wife, where's Amelia? Come on.
Slowly but surely.
If they're gonna show that random android we saw once, they have to show Amelia.
Something that this game does a lot of justice to, because it would be easy to look at Detroit as
Bro so wants his wolf.
that's not the case.
This game provokes a lot of.
It's not that I still want her, it's just the fact that they showed an android that's barely relevant.
Engagement with machines.
That's what we are to them. There's merchandise on display in a shop window.
I think that a group
No,
that
no,
feels
don't show the
marginalized,
concept art.
feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them, and are trying to figure out a way to articulate how to get freedom.
What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy?
Northern woman.
What? Northern woman? Yeah, that was North, the Northern woman.
Blurs the line and throws you off, and now do I feel differently about whether this should be allowed? Should it be banned? Should it be encouraged?
You're gonna
Her almost crying reading the script.
for a bunch of machines?
They are not machines. They are alive.
I'm alive. You're
He does not
alive,
look
right?
like his. He does not look like the character he
There are
plays.
lots of
Yet she looks
comparable
exactly like Rose.
comparisons to any type of persecution of religion, race, etc., dating way back.
Because
Can't
it
just be a
doesn't
video
involve
game where
that
you
at
shoot 'em
all.
up or
Tell that to the
where
creators on Twitter.
make these
Hey, what are you
choices
guys
to do
talking
whatever.
about? My game
I think
does
that's the
not
whole point.
allude
You have
to
the
any of
choice,
that
and you can
stuff,
either
okay?
choose to go in one direction with your character or another. And I think that's going to be very telling about the gamer. Very telling.
I think there's gonna be a really strong reaction to
Not
this
her about to
game,
start
which has
crying.
such a
She knows
strong
how many
perspective.
people got the
I'm that much
depressing
more
endings
proud
for her.
now to get to be a part of it because it's important.
In this game, you're actively building and designing the character through not just what kind of shield does he have or what color
There
hair
are
does
a
she
bunch of
have,
really depressing
their
endings for Kara.
temperament and the way they deal with problems. The different endings to this game are so radically different based off maybe seemingly insignificant choices in the
I
moment.
did a good.
Like life, they all
You did it good. You did it very good.
can't play life again, though.
Brian Deckard, you can't play life again though. Okay.
I'm a mommy.
Anyways, next up, the Meet Kara, Marcus, and Connor video.
My name is Marcus.
It is.
My name is Connor.
It is.
My name is Kara.
It is.
I am one of them.
You are. Wait, you're Among Us?
Through where they all become friends.
All three of them. Not well. I had a playthrough where Marcus and Connor became
How I would
friends.
describe Kara depends entirely upon who's playing her, because you have the option to make her.
That is true. Kara heavily depends on who's playing as her.
But I think she.
Then again,
she
most
does
people go
start
the same
out
route with her
incredibly
because it'd be
naive,
stupid for you to not
incredibly
be nice
innocent,
with Alice and Luther.
And then they start a sitcom together and call it Friends. Wait, no amigos.
She's a person who's characterized, I think, by empathy. She's a person who really she just comes from.
That's copyright safe.
That's but wait, instead of amigos, amigos.
Are you okay? Are you hurt? Wait a minute.
This scene is very depressing when you know what it's actually from.
Really beautiful thing that I've had the gift to be able to do is to essentially build a person from the ground up, because that's what she's doing throughout the game, and with every experience she has and every person she meets,
she looks schizophrenic.
First emotions and a sense of judgment, and it's sort of an exploration of what it is to be
acting.
human.
Don't worry. Luther and I will be right here.
David and the creators have painted a really intriguing and engaging picture of a near future where we rely upon.
That's what I was saying, reacting to the concept art.
Our service class business, the class that serves us, that helps us, that handles our baristas and our drivers and our housemaids, and what is
our housemaid shows one of the main characters.
Why we treat each other the way that we do. And my
Shut up
character
about
Marcus
that.
has a really
That is true though.
becoming deviant, realizing that he actually has feelings and human qualities inside of him, and it's a really incredible ascension into becoming fully realized and coming to terms with what you actually deserve better than this in life. And not only do you want it for yourself, but you want it for your peers.
We've come here to demonstrate peacefully and to tell humans that we are also living beings.
I got that, bro.
Live free.
You know what? This thing, Dad, is not your son. It's a fucking machine.
It looks so goofy
A group that
without the actual
feels
scene. It looks so
marginalized,
goofy with the mocap.
and franchise feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them.
That is the violent route for sure.
How to get freedom.
Connor is analytical. Connor takes things literally. He
Uh-huh.
starts in the beginning place where he's very mechanical. He feels nothing inside, of course, and it's all just a system, a protocol that he is executing to get whatever he wants to happen, which is help humans stop deviants and to find the link between deviant androids.
Him actually licking the post.
Kill them? What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy? Just say I killed him. Is it that hard to say?
But of course, over the course of the
That
story,
scene, I need to play that scene again, but just like be as aggressive
Connor
as
can
possible.
grow in many different ways. He can deviate from that.
Oh my gosh, you can kill Hank, like you can literally kill him. That's what that reminds me of.
Cried was funny.
Yeah, it was
We're just a
hilarious.
machine.
I need to show you that route. That route was great. You can literally, so there's a route for if you become Connor's friend, or not Connor's friend. If you become Hank's friend, but you also stay a machine, he will confront you when you're trying to gun down Marcus, and there will be literally a fight. If you win, then you can choose to kill him or to save him. He dies either way. But the night they
ourselves. For Detroit, we
The night we
wanted
came.
to, first of all, to write a story that would be incredibly
the director,
bending,
the man himself that somehow managed to have all those paths in his brain.
we've ever created.
Not played Heavy Rain yet.
We
Just don't need to
wanted
play it
really
just
the
in
player
general.
to have the possibility to change the story, change his own journey.
When you're writing at Quantic, you're writing for an interactive.
Everyone here.
When you
We should play it together.
What, Heavy Rain?
situation,
Probably
you
should,
as a
yeah.
writing team will argue about what would that
Wait,
character
if it's
do.
co-op,
But
then,
ultimately you have to decide what happens, and you just show the audience.
Senior writer.
What's interesting about interactive?
Oh,
drama
you're the person that
is you
wrote
bring
all the
player
paths. The
into
director
that
had to memorize them
conversation.
all, of course, give him, direct them on acting for it.
Because your job is to provide
Yeah, but
a
no stream for
narrative
the first round,
context
just
in
so we
which the
can.
player
Yeah, for sure.
write his own story. You're giving him this kind of narrative Lego that he's going to snap together into his own shape.
Cause I like not having no nudity on my YT.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Attach themselves to your characters, because
How
the
perfect.
audience is in some sense responsible for what happens to the characters.
You look more like Leo than the actual person that plays Leo, bro.
Come on, let's go.
We have some cash now.
You used me to steal that money. How could you do that? I trusted you.
What is a bit specific about
Haha, lol.
this scripts is how
Goofy
large
goober.
they are. If you take a film script, there are about 100 pages. But here we
Look
have
at this.
to deal
That's how
with
they get the branching
scripts
paths.
between 4,000 and 5,000 pages. Everything becomes bigger because we don't just tell one story, but we tell all the possible stories that can be told within this narrative space.
Gosh.
On Act 3, our final act, we have around 1,000 different scenarios, and every one of those scenarios has to be as interesting,
His lips are not
as
matching up with what he's
passionate,
saying.
as strong, and as emotional for the player. We want every action that the player does, every interaction that is available to serve in telling the story, and help the player understand who his character is, and build that character moment to moment.
Gulp. I remember this part. Oop. Are they gonna make us watch this? This was sleepy-ish first time playing it. Then like, okay, when did this game become horror?
So we implemented a visible tree structure in the game that players can consult during a scene or at the end of it, which shows exactly what they did and what they missed. There are games out there offering world exploration. We offer narrative exploration.
You know,
Wait, Connor can get shot?
A
I did not know Connor could just get outright shot there.
Is a huge challenge. So same thing when you shoot with actors, because you will need to shoot many different versions of each dialogue, of each scene. For actors, it's huge challenge.
Because of the style of the game, you have so many different ways that the character can go. Every decision, it's what I call kind of choose your own adventure. Like every decision that the player makes, it's going to open up 40 more pages of material and experience that ties in, which means as a performer, you have to try to
Realistically, all the people who worked on any of these choice-based games, congratulations, you managed to make something great. And I'm not talking about like Telltale level choice-based games. I'm talking Quantic Dream, whoever made
really frustrated I was
The
until I got to this
Quarry,
point where I kind of was able
those
to
level choice-based
step
games,
outside of my own
'cause those are
experience,
actually
even in a lot of ways
heavily
my own
branching.
process, and be able to step outside of that and okay, this is something new. What do you need? How do I meet you there? How do I give you what you need and still feel like I'm doing what's right? And once I did that, then all of a sudden it got really fun. It was much freer, and having to approach it in a new way and think about the player and think about how it serves them and what I'm doing for them.
Yeah, but having to think about situations like, okay, maybe so
really,
wait,
I think,
so I'm supposed to say this, but not this. The line I've been practicing for 5 hours. Yes, exactly.
And then make
I can get a little bit painful.
close, but I think you would go first to check that it's safe.
Okay, sure.
The most enjoyable thing about working in performance capture on this kind of project is that if I shot a film, I would get to do one of these endings. I get to do so many different things as Connor. Your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track
What was
of
that
basically
shot of
4
Hank?
different storylines for each different response.
What's the name of my dog?
Buddy? Scout. I think it's Jack. I can't remember. So I worked with physicality a lot because it was a good way to anchor myself in these different
Those
rings
players
of
that got
imagery. As
that because they got the
story
name wrong.
grows out, I know where that is physically in my body, and then I can switch more continually on set, and it'll be entirely up to the player to determine what order those things come out and what they look like from a distance. Like if you're playing through it, the culmination of all of that will be their version of Connor.
I'm faster than you, and
I
I don't feel pain.
You don't stand a chance against me.
Listen, asshole.
Hank pinning him against the wall right after saying that.
Why when they discovered milk from cows that they keep going to find goat milk.
That is a fair point that I've actually never heard before.
Action scene just to have a dose of adrenaline. The stunts have huge consequences on the rest of the story. It's really a moment where we implicate the player and tell him that the choices he makes during an action scene will have a direct impact on the evolution
Oh
of his story.
no, wait, imagine an actor recording a combat scene, but they have to record that combat scene where they missed the first QuickTime event and not the others. But, oh wait, this time they missed the second QuickTime event and not the others. I know it's probably not like that for every time, but a lot of the time they'd have to do that.
Which is a huge amount to handle on a daily basis.
You have to realize that the player, in his first playthrough, will miss certain scenes. This also means that we had to think of, conceive, and produce all the potential story paths. The characters' costumes, the places, day or night.
Sometimes you have to act like a complete failure, and then sometimes you have to act like a badass.
Basically.
A lot of graphic assets in order to, quite simply, allow the player to have true continuity throughout the story.
Honestly, we were even surprised by the challenges that come with such a big tree structure, and we did our
By the
best
way,
to get
I'm not
the
listening to the soundtrack in this extras video. That is just screaming for this to get copyrighted.
have an equally good experience.
There we go. The making of Detroit. Four more. What? Oh no, yeah, they're all good, but you know, I can't. The making of Detroit. The soundtrack is. This is not like literally just playing through the soundtrack. It's just them going over the soundtrack. Okay, making of Detroit.
Detroit Become Human was produced over a period of 4 years. Here in
Yeah, I know, I can tell. The first trailer came out in 2013.
To that, we need to add also all the outsourcing with our partners in the Philippines, in China, Vietnam, and in...
Imagine
So when we
how many
started working on
PlayStation
this
4s were
story,
in that room when
I
the
had to,
game was being made.
Imagine where Kara was built, and for whatever reason, the city of Detroit came very quickly to my mind because it had already an incredible story by itself.
I was about to say, all the models for that
So
scene
we
they
traveled
used.
there with the team, and we were really moved by what we saw, and we could really feel the desire to fight and really be born again. And we just continued this curve, this growth, and just imagine what Detroit would be like if the Android industry was, using these huge factories to build androids there.
A very strong element in Detroit is that there's a lot of industrial wasteland and a lot of nature too. And for us,
I noticed that
designers,
in the
it was an
concept art.
incredible playground. The destroyed zones which we wanted to preserve, we appropriated them to turn into something else. Then in the areas that needed to be rebuilt, we were able to imagine our Detroit of the future. We didn't want to make a science fiction universe, but a world of anticipation.
Whenever he talks, the AI voice
If we
covers
chose
him.
science fiction, we could have imagined flying cars, extraterrestrials, but those things are very far from our current everyday life. Anticipation.
That's what I noticed. Like, this game seems to go for the future, but it goes for a more realistic
Detroit
future.
is set in 2038, and 2038 is tomorrow. The difficulty we had was sticking to reality. That is to say, technology becoming more and more invisible, a lot more elegant, and at the same time, making it visual. So all the computer equipment, autonomous cars, we simply had to invent. They are in fact very technological objects, but at the same time remain very credible and ingrained in reality.
Yeah. I'm about to say, all this stuff seems like it could be something that happens in the next 14 years.
Human characters in 2038. I didn't want to put an accent on strange shapes, or really vibrant colors, and things we wouldn't know. That I wanted to keep for the androids.
All the models.
The goal was to create something familiar which we can identify with in this future setting. Working on the artistic direction for the androids was a bit special.
Oh, the AI
because this
voices
is
because they
project
speak a
about the
different
place
language.
they could occupy in the human world. It was out of the question for them to be too beautiful or too perfect. They had to correspond to every social class, rich and poor. Inspired by everyday
Me gustan los frijoles.
Me gustan los
by adding
frijoles.
dynamic display surfaces,
Good for
the
you, sir.
armband we can see on the side.
Why did I
the
see a Lego
triangle
Ninjago
back,
minifigure on that guy's
LED.
desk?
Like that, there's no confusion.
What?
All right, now, we need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Girl, stop overreacting.
We travel to meet them in order to scan their faces.
I wasn't looking for it. I've never seen these.
And we record the colors and patches of skin with
I've
photography.
seen like 2 of them. None of these videos were it's actual
people. As a
people.
basis for modeling and creating the characters. The artist will make it more realistic, but will also enrich it. He will propose ideas which we will.
Yeah, Marcus,
together.
that picture of you
Finally,
smiling
we
was
will have a
rarely
character
used,
with
buddy.
Character who corresponds to the project and the world.
North.
When the actors
Person
come to
designing her
Quantum
had a
Dream,
little too much
we
fun.
show them the design, what their image will be, and what they will look like in the game.
Smash or pass, Nord.
Oh, smash.
To connect with emotionally. It helps them think about how to play their character.
Your mission. That's all you care about.
You should consult a professional who can
Kara,
help you.
smash.
You hear me?
I'll say smash.
So there are 3 types of shoots at Quantic Dream. Shooting and performance capture, where you capture the whole actor, his voice, his face, and his body. These shoots are obviously done with American actors because the game's original version
I
is
don't
in
think I
American
could get
English.
consent for that, so probably
After
pass.
that, there are the body
Most
only
likely
shoots,
pass.
representing around 250 days of filming, while the performance capture is 100 days of filming. Now, body-only shoots, there are 2 types. There are the action shoots and the technical shoots, which are mo-kit shoots.
Oh, God, don't.
Mo-kit
That's
is when the
interesting.
player controls a character on the screen, and he moves in an environment to explore it.
Yeah.
This is of particular importance at Quantic Dream, and therefore we shoot a lot.
I'm gonna say, yeah, definitely be important to make sure they have those walking animations down. Because the player's gonna be doing that a lot, specifically.
To prepare a motion capture shoot,
A man
we
pass.
first get together to look at the sets we need, the animations that we want to shoot, which ones need to be grouped together, or which ones need to be cut and shot at another time, so that we get the most out of the shooting. This often
I know who you're talking about. It's just, oh my God.
goes with big props and
Pass.
accessories, like a big car, for example. So we shoot all the animations related to that particular prop first.
Mm-hmm. Oh, getting a knock on the door.
The
Give me a
biggest challenge
second.
for the mocap team was shooting a Spider-Man mo-kit. We had to build a wall and attach an actor to a harness with cables so we could pull him up and render him climbing.
Spider-Man.
The shooting on this
Okay,
game
after this
took
video, I'm gonna
about, I would
pause
say,
and grab
more
a
than
few
year,
pieces of
between
pizza
1
and
and
then
2
head back up.
with
Take
about
a bathroom
300
break. I've been
actors
streaming for an hour
on
now.
set, so it's quite
After this, the making of video, I should be on the symphony, and then I'm going to be actually on some character interviews. You're going to find out some hidden stuff about Chloe, some interesting stuff about Luther. That's all I'm going to say about that.
a very, very memorable journey for the team and for myself.
Aujourd'hui, Détroit compte.
Detroit has over 37,000
No, that's not it.
When we retrieve the motion capture data, it's just a cloud of points, which represent all the markers
who?
worn by the actors. From this cloud of points, we have a phase called retargeting, which uses a skeleton.
Oh.
The skeleton will be applied to the characters of the game. There is still work to be done, but this gives us the main movements.
Mm-hmm.
Since we are working on something very realistic, we must recognize the actor and also recover all the emotion he expresses in his performance. We use a system of facts, an identity card for each actor. We make the actor do a whole range of facial expressions.
That must suck.
Then we recover all the expressions
For the
and
actors.
paste the animations on a puppet that Jan has prepared.
Smash or pass Clementine Season 3.
I say she's a minor, so I'm probably not gonna say smash to that either. Even though I feel like it'd be weird to have that on record, just to me saying, "Oh yeah, sure, smash probably." Season 3. I know I am. That's what I was saying, but no, season 4, sure. But
he really has no eyes.
it can be taken out of context weirdly in multiple ways, but I'd rather not say that.
In relation to his position, in relation to the body, etc.
Well, Season 4 hit different.
Season 4 did hit
I
different.
saw the newest model for Kara because they've been working on it, and this was the first time I literally jumped in my seat. It not only looked so much like me, it was the fact that it looked so lifelike. It wasn't that it looked just like
Oh my
it was
gosh,
a
that is
camera,
true.
It was something else, you know. But it
And she was the
looked
first one they
alive.
worked on.
It's
Her
exciting.
models and like developed the most.
Anyone who starts with M.
Pass Emily. As Emma.
of
Personality
optics
ruins it for Emma.
and filming.
And Emily.
And our goal with Detroit Become Human was to have cameras that would actually emulate the optics of a real physical camera. So basically dealing with real world imperfections was our main
Past
task.
Eminem, yes.
And just to make cameras look as real as we
Because that can be... Because I'm not gay and because that can be seen as me saying smash to Jude.
Integrated and polished.
No.
We filmed them. That is to say, we really do a mise en scène.
No. Ask Kaysen, though.
The real
Kaysen might say
difficulty
yes.
of our job is to know if these cameras are telling us something. Are they in the emotion of the scene? Do they describe exactly what the action must convey? What must be felt?
Liar.
The most important challenge for me was one of the
Burley said the liar the instrument and then liar the
revolution
tone.
and go to the battlefield. Very quickly, we imagined this to be a huge sequence shot. We wanted the feeling of a cameraman running behind us, while showing Marcus, the androids who help him, the person shooting at us, etc. Above all, it was necessary to say to oneself, this
Oh my gosh, I was going for a peaceful route. I left to go call someone, and then I come back and Kaysen's holding the controller in a war against the people.
Was to say we have 3 characters. We would like each of them to have a specific cinematography. We wanted Kara to be much more filmed with some kind of handheld camera, to have something very breathing. For Connor, we wanted something very cold and very perfect. And for Marcus, we wanted something epic and spectacular. So it was about the filming, but it was...
I do notice the difference with Kara,
we
Alice,
worked
and...
with
Or Kara,
director
Marcus,
of
and
photography
Connor's
to
different
give each
animation
character
style.
a different lighting, different key colors. Each of them would have their own worlds. And finally, we worked with the composers, so they would create a specific sound for each character, so each would have his own world and his own style.
There we go. I will be right back, taking a quick bathroom break, and I'm grabbing some food, because most of this will be just reactions before we get to the character models in the survey. So I'll be right back.
Sock. Socks. Sock. Socks. Sock. Socks. Sock. Socks. Sock. Socks. Socks, 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 socks.
Sarah, stop spamming the emojis. Stop spamming the emojis in the chat. Stop it. Yeah. I'm eating pizza. I might leave again for the bathroom, but I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't able to because it is occupied at the moment. I should probably let my brother know that I'm still streaming. Be right back.
Frog socks.
My brother is also not available at the moment. And I'll go to the soundtrack one.
For the soundtrack of the game, we tried to be very close to what is done in film. We were constantly asking at each place in the game, why are we putting music here? What is it going to say? So we focused the music on bringing emotion, which is interactive, and supports the character's art.
That's what music should do. They better talk about Kara's music in this.
You know I love you.
We make games that are very narrative. We're really into interactive drama, so the soundtrack also had to go in that direction.
MHM asterisk.
Very different stories.
I'm eating pizza while they're reacting to that.
3 musical sound identities, and from there, having 3 composers made sense, since the story of Kara, Marcus, and Connor are all completely different.
Oh, they had 3 different composers for the music, each for specific characters.
You recognize him? It's Carlos Ortiz.
For Connor, we wanted a soundtrack that could be very cold and very mechanical, very machine-esque somehow. For Kara, we wanted a soundtrack that would be very moving and emotional. It was about the quest for identity, but it was also a journey about love and empathy. And for Marcus, we wanted something epic, something that would really represent the grand aspect of his quest. And we were very fortunate to find 3 incredibly talented composers, and working with them has been a dream, honestly.
Smash or pass, Ellie?
Smash.
My name's Philip Shepard, and I'm a composer.
In the order of the soundtrack to this game, my favorite is the car soundtrack, then the not that one, then the Connor soundtrack, and then the Marcus one.
So when I compose a big project, I often travel just to kind of get out, and get some fresh air and some inspiration.
Bro is perfectly fine if things match to this minor, but not Clem.
Well, I played The Last of Us too.
Fire in the room that I was staying in, and
so not exactly a
kind
minor.
Of making absolutely direct music, and it became the basis for Kara's theme, and it sounds something like this.
Who said I was talking about The Last of Us 2?
You didn't. You just said Ellie, so I assume Ellie up to her most current
Now,
point.
over the top of that,
Being adult Ellie.
I found a little theme that just seemed to fit over the top. Just taking Kara's name, Kara, and just using like a 2-syllable motif, and it sounds like this.
Wop, wop, wop.
That's the riff I'm talking about.
We're going to pull through this, Alice. As long as we're together, nothing can hurt us.
And all the time that's fitting over. So it kind of works in lots of levels. And in fact, every single theme in the score has one of those elements built into it, and it becomes sort of the DNA of
this music causes bust.
Okay.
For me, writing this theme for Kara, I actually had to tap in.
That's the music for when she runs away.
To be a father to daughters. I really had to tap into everything I feel about my daughters and thinking, well, if I had to write music for them and that sense of trying to protect them but also give them the freedom, that's totally where it came from. Because each composer has been given the sort of narrative responsibility for very different characters, I haven't had to sort of go into...
I think I just got lucky with them going over Kara's first.
Loyal to this particular character and sort of hopefully encapsulate her. But it means also I've suddenly become very connected to this character. And if for some reason it goes to game over earlier, I'm going to be mortified. You know?
That is true. Kara can die in her 3rd chapter.
Starting a new project for me personally, it's always finding the right tone, finding the right color, I like to call it. For me, it's finding that right texture that actually sits against picture really
well. The new Earth update is awesome. Multiplayer dreams.
What are you talking about? Oh, that's funny.
I pulled out all my vintage synthesizers to be able to capture this robotic person, if you will.
I was in your dream.
We're talking about Connor now.
These custom instruments is that I hear the sound in my head. And either I could just come into the piano and just be like, all right, so I'm going to just get on the computer and just create it. I rather be able to play these instruments physically.
Oh, that's nice. You can do that.
As soon as you see Connor the first time, there is a really interesting thematic idea that you hear, and that's just made out of a Moog synthesizer, but completely manipulated.
I'm gonna go get more pizza. Be right back.
fat skinny dude. Frog, 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 socks, 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 frog, 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 socks, frog, socks, frog, socks, frog, socks, frog, frog, socks, frog, frog, socks, frog, frog, frog.
I'm back. There was no more pizza left.
Traffic light, vertical traffic light, horizontal traffic light,
Oh, wait. Can I not go back to where I left off? Because if so, I'm not going to rewatch that. Okay, now I'm rewatching that. Next time I need to go get something, I'll just let it play. Stop spamming emojis.
Traffic light, vertical traffic light, horizontal 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 traffic light, vertical traffic light.
Okay. There we go. Finally getting the canon
For
stuff.
starters, what should I call you?
I'm Chloe.
Went on longer than I thought.
John. My name is John.
Delighted to meet you, John.
Could you tell us a little about yourself and what you can do, Chloe?
Of course. I'm the first personal assistant built by Cyberlife.
Smash or pass on Chloe.
Most everyday tasks like cooking, housework, or managing your appointments, for example.
And I understand you're the first android to have passed the Turing test. Could you tell us a little more about that?
I really didn't do
no
much.
hesitation.
I spoke with a few humans to see if they could tell the difference between me and a real person. It was a really interesting experience.
But this is the first time in history that man has created a machine more intelligent than himself. I gather your brain can perform several billion operations per second. Is that right?
Absolutely. But I only exist thanks to the intelligence of the humans who designed me. And, they have something I could never have.
Really? And what's that?
A soul.
Silly. Oh, is that it? Basically talking about she was the first one to pass the Turing test, which was a test like seeing like yeah, I know you do. Basically a test like, which one is the robot? Oh, that one? Nope, you're wrong. This one was. Okay, this this one's a little bit goofy. So never this is a little goofy. Oh god, shut up. But here we go. Yay. The following takes place before the story of the game. Let's listen to it. It's happening again. Just like the finale screen. It's happening. It's happening again.
Just a little while longer.
I like short white girls, Luther.
Hold on. Just a little while longer. Hold on, just a little while longer.
So where does this fit into the Detroit Become Human timeline?
Everything will be
Where does this? I'm just curious. Where does this fit into the timeline?
Because the game wasn't a musical like he thought.
Luther questioning what he was before he was with the Latco. He was just a singer.
Fight on.
The fist clenched.
Just a little while longer. Fight on.
Eyeballs.
Just a little while longer. Fight on.
His arms are too dark.
Just a little while longer. Everything.
His eyes are closed. His hands are not too dark anymore. His eyes are still closed. Oh, this is they're open now. Oh, it's still going. There are more.
Votable pencil 40.
Yeah, that was me, guys. Subscribe and follow. Look at Simon.
Just a little while longer.
Plot twist. Luther was the leader of Jericho the whole time.
Subscribe to Toxicity on YT.
Do that too. Hey, it's North. Yeah, you guys did nothing for the song. And then Luther was knocked out after the concert and taken with Zach. Like, how is this canon? Shot in you.
Interview ever.
Crappiest interview ever. So what's your name? Bye, y'all. Okay. Go to the Zlatko one. The following takes place before the story of the game. Yeah. Oh my gosh, is this one gonna show Bobas?
Rockabye baby in the treetop.
Okay, when did this game become a horror game?
When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks,
when I was hired.
Okay.
And down will come baby.
Cradle and all. Hey, that's where Matt died in until dawn.
Rockabye baby in the treetop.
Zlatko, you've got some pipes.
When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks,
Please don't have it like blink or something. Okay.
and down will come.
He liked kids.
Look at them.
Rockabye baby in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock.
Mm-hmm.
When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall.
Mm-hmm.
And down will come baby.
Cradle and all.
Cradle
Oh, that was not.
and all.
Smash or pass, Connor's VA's wife.
Pass. I would never disrespect. I don't do smash or pass for real people. Even though I did technically have to think about it. Kamsky.
In the space of a few years, androids have completely transformed the world in which we live. By letting androids into our homes and factories, the CyberLife company has made them everyday technology. The founder of CyberLife,
Technically, Kara looks like her actor foe.
True, but
CEO of the
not the actual
highest valued
person.
company in the world, and being voted Man of the Year by Century Magazine, he remains a mystery for most people. That's why we at KNC are so excited to be here as CyberLife opens its doors for the first time.
Oh, this is like the first CyberLife store opening.
Smash or pass, Connor's wife.
Certainly, welcome.
Connor's wife?
We're currently in CyberLife's production
Who's
center in
Connor's
Detroit,
wife?
where all models are designed and manufactured. More than 10,000 androids come off the production line every day.
Fascinating. Could you tell us what your goal was when you founded CyberLife?
No, Pat.
Well, I simply wanted to use technology to carry out all of our most annoying and repetitive tasks, so we'd have more time to enjoy life.
I imagine you must have faced many challenges.
Yes, there were technical challenges, but the hardest thing was to design
Either way, you'd call him a good boy.
Plot twist, this is just William Afton after animatronics don't work out for him.
in every way. That moves, breathes, blinks like us, but yet is smarter and more capable than any human being. Let me show you around.
We're here in production unit 4. Could you explain in a few words how the androids are made?
Sure, yeah, it's very simple. We use machines to manufacture machines. The removable parts are assembled on a production line, and then we apply a synthetic skin to the whole body. A human operator checks the cognitive abilities with a pre-established protocol, and finally, the android is conditioned and sent out throughout the country.
So simple.
Here's the result. Say something.
Hello, I am a RZ400 model. How can I be of service?
You can go now. Our androids are already replacing humans in many.
We suspected that he banged Ballora. Now we knows he bangs these.
And 63%
When you see the
mental
Ballora
staff.
model at the eating
Tomorrow
club.
they'll replace our soldiers, and who knows, maybe one day our leaders, to make the best decisions in humanity's interest. Come on.
Replacing humans with machines has led to record unemployment of 28%. What do you think about the situation?
Okay. The first steam engines also caused an increase in unemployment. But no one today would imagine turning back the clock.
That is true, huh?
Intelligence makes everyday lives easier. Nothing can stop.
What's your next playthrough going to be?
I don't know.
It's inevitable.
Okay, so every stream for the next 3 years is going to be a Detroit Become Human extra stream. The next stream is going to be the extras, but in reverse.
Wife is strange.
My wife's not strange.
Everything's much easier with an android. They obey your orders without ever complaining. They can cook, discuss philosophy with you.
Who's your woke?
According to your
None of your business.
They never say no.
When they never say no.
Obviously, they are the perfect partner. Everyone deserves happiness. Why deprive yourself of so-called moral reasons when a machine can make you happy?
Many science fiction books tell the story of how machines become more intelligent than us and end up
Can androids give consent?
Aren't you worried about that possibility?
Apparently not.
I understand the
Until they become
irrational fears
deviant.
about artificial intelligence, but I assure you that will never happen with a cyberlife android. They're designed to obey humans. They're machines. They can't ever develop any sort of desires or form of consciousness.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely certain. You can trust me.
Him who made the android so they could feel things. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and hit the bed. Enjoy your bang bots.
Okay, goodbye. Gallery. Character model. I'm not gonna look at every single model. I do a clean in. Quick rundown. Well, I can change characters, never mind, I will do everything. The base Connor model. Variation. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing great. No. Oh. Okay. You have Deviant Connor. Or Infiltration Connor, whatever. Then. Oh my gosh, wait. Are you still here, Toxicity? Okay, you're still here. You see this Connor? This Connor, I unlocked by getting the worst ending. I went through and got the worst ending. Basically,
on YT or I'll touch your little pickle.
basically, if Connor succeeds, he gets replaced by a more advanced Connor. And this is the model they use. People always make the joke like this is the PS5 version of the PS4 Connor. Yeah, people say this is like the PS5 and that the original Connor is the PS4. And they're not wrong. Okay, Hank. And then we have
This
Hank
game was made
underwear.
for PS5 exclusive.
No, it wasn't. And then we have
Just made
Hank
in the wrong time.
Snow. Just made in the wrong time. I mean, it feels like I mean, it's definitely a PlayStation game. Feels like it could be a PS5 game, obviously. Hank inside, yeah, that's what they call it. Overrun by stress about the deviant case, haunted by demons he doesn't want to talk about. Hank drank himself into a state of blissful oblivion until Connor arrived. Kara uniform.
Now I will leap.
Kara squatting. Kara in the parking lot. And Kara Oh, we'll get to North if you stay. My favorite outfit for out of the Kara staying in different locations outfits. My favorite Kara outfit. You might. Kara after Zlatko. Kara Android. This is one of the models for getting sent to the concentration camps. Alice interior. Alice exterior. Bah. Yeah. Sure. Alice Alice during the Zlatko thing. Alice Android. This is the one where if you get sent to the concentration camps. Luther. Luther getting sent to the concentration camps. Nope. Todd Williams. Todd Williams Snow. Of all the people Carr expected to run into, Todd was at the bottom of the list. When Todd saw that every deviant in Detroit was headed to the border, he knew it was his last chance to see Alice again. Okay. Rose. Adam.
Cal.
Shut up. Marcus. 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 Broken Marcus. 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 And Carl. Yeah, that's the one we've been waiting for.
Next.
Carl, obviously. Come on. You thought it was going to be Marcus?
Carl.
Carl Manfred after the party. North. We've made it. Now I have to do the full camera spin. North. North. Utility. North. Infiltration. Best North outfit. North. Final. Simon.
Smash.
No, even Smash Simon? Whoa, it's a little bit weird. Hey, yo, Smash Simon? What? Toxicity? That's a little bit weird. A little bit weird. Yeah, that's a little. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes more sense. Okay. Josh. Even weird Josh. Amanda be like.
Well, I got what I wanted.
Locked character? Who do I not have?
Nord.
I'll find out eventually. Christina Warren. The president. Chloe. Other Chloe. Daniel. Totally not just a Simon remake. Captain Allen. Irrelevant. Jimmy. Irrelevant. Ben. Irrelevant. Chris. Irrelevant. Jeffrey. Irrelevant. Gavin. Irrelevant. Perkins. Irrelevant.
Toxicity _ on.
And then there's the best character in the entire game, Carlos Ortiz. 28 stab wounds. Oh, it's the android Carlos Ortiz was abusing. He's suspected of murdering his owner on the too. Pedro. Irrelevant.
_on_TWTCB left the chat.
But you didn't, though. Sumo, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. JC. Rupert. Squad up, Rupert. How did you get shot? The broadcast team androids? Ralph. Naked Ralph at the concentration camp. As if Ralph hasn't suffered enough at the hands of humans. He was captured alongside countless other deviants and brought to the same center as Kara for destruction. This is Zlatko. I don't even care about you, bro. Android bear. Yep, it's one of the ones from the zoos. One of these bears was purchased secondhand by Zlatko as part of his experiment. I like the Frozen. I like how it's Frozen. It's great. And then there's a disguised Jerry. Kara was reunited with Jerry during the mass deviant exodus from Detroit. The reunion was touching despite the tragic circumstance. Jerry, android at the concentration camps. There's also and Isaac Falloon. I don't know who that is. Oh wait, I actually want to read about that guy. He helped Kara out earlier, I think. Oh no, that's okay. Never mind. Don't care about you. Irrelevant. Relevant. Irrelevant. Relevant but goofy. Relevant but goofy. Relevant but goofy. Lucy. Oh my gosh. The fact that she dies no matter what you do. Okay, camera back up. It sucks that she dies no matter what. Wait, what does it say about her glimpses to the future? While extending Jericho's interest the best she can, she's gradually realizing that her psychological simulation module allows her to pre-compute events, offering her glimpses into the future. Ah. Alias. One of the androids urged him to find the urge Marcus to find Jericho. Was as a news anchor. I'm just curious. Michael Brinkley, relevant, irrelevant, irrelevant. Just curious. Chip is okay. Relevant, irrelevant but cool. The light, irrelevant but goofy. Wait a second. What is this? Step guitar. Okay. Relevant. Just curious. Okay. Oh, it was one of the specialized androids. Same model Luther was. Crossroads outfits. But irrelevant. Irrelevant Tracy. Irrelevant. Whoa. Also, wait a second. There were android opposites. Human satisfaction combination of stuff. One of Zlatko's creatures. Variation. Gosh. Okay. I'm trying to see because it said creatures. I just wanted to see more. Oh my gosh, why? Why does he even do this? I don't understand this, man. Average citizen, younger citizen, kid citizen, which I don't even remember seeing. Best character in the entire game, Pigeon. Okay. Okay, that's all for the character models that I have. Magazines. Oh, I don't need to look at magazines, actually. You guys love reading. Lastly is the survey that I'm going to retake just to show you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna. Can I retake the survey? Okay, I'm just gonna show my answers and explain why. Would you consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a human? Yes, but I wish there was an answer for yes under the circumstances that it is a deviant. I would be in a relationship with an android only if it were a deviant and could consent to what I'm offering. Do you think technology could become a threat? Yeah. Yes, this game shows it perfectly, and further explanation in other movies. If you live on a deserted island, you could bring one object. I answered assuming that the object would have its full compatibility to work. So I chose a cell phone because you would do a lot with it. Contact health to get off that island. Do you consider yourself dependent? Yes, everyone is. Next question. What technology do you most anticipate? Androids. Don't question why. I'm not weird, I promise. Do you believe in God? Yes. Simple answer. Would you let an android take care of your children? I really don't know. Because, like, on one hand, they'd probably be good. Kara shows a really good representation of why one would be good. But At the same time, I don't know. How much per time would you more? Which is kind of bad, but hey. If you needed emergency search, would you be operating? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Do you think one of their machines can develop consciousness? Yes, but I kind of hope so. Is that if that's not weird? I kind of hope so. What's your favorite character? My answer was Kara. Kara's amazing. No further explanation needed. I love her. Well, actually, no. I love her story with Alice. I love her development throughout the game. People say that her character is heavily dependent on the player, and it really is, but her character is amazing. The things you can do with her, routes, everything. Great. The meaning in every Kara ending. I'll do more in my analysis, I swear, guys. That should be the next thing coming out. Was there a moment in Detroit when you resonated? Many moments that resonated personally. Not because of the African American history, because I was not involved with that. But it resonated with me personally. So many messed up relationship moments, some of the arguments, super touching stuff. What was the toughest choice? Mine was deciding to shoot Chloe with Connor. Accepting Alice's identity was super easy, and being passive survival, I always went for passive. Deciding to shoot Chloe to learn the location of Jericho, connecting storylines, and getting Connor's mission completed was really hard. And yeah, that's it for my extras run. It might be in two parts, one shorter than the other, because of the little mishap at the beginning. But hey, all right. Thank you for watching this the extras video for Detroit. Follow for those on Twitch, subscribe and like for those on YouTube, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.